Well, most young athletes grow up dreaming of pursuing their favorite sport one day. The next athlete grew up with those same dreams, but from a fishing boat in Alaska. Here's Alan York with the York Report.
Like most kids, Liberty freshman guard Calvin Hoffman grew up dreaming of playing college basketball. But unlike most, his dream was not to suit up for Duke, Kansas, or Kentucky, but rather for the Liberty Flames. Both of Hoffman's parents, Ron and Crystal, and sisters Jacqueline and Morgan all graduated from Liberty. So from day one, Calvin set his sights on following the family tradition.
It's everything and more. You know, from when you dream about it, all you know about it is what you've seen on TV or what you hear about from other people. But to actually be here and experience every day, the practices, the traveling, the teamwork, the film sessions, and everything that we do, it's a lot. It's a lot more intense, it's a lot more real, and it's way better than a dream.
Knowing who he wanted to play for was the easy part, but getting the Flames coaching staff to give him a look was a little harder. Hoffman did what he could to get the coach's attention. He attended camps at Liberty. He sent them plenty of game tape. Plus, his sister Morgan even worked in the basketball office. None of that seemed to matter until he attended a tournament in Texas in the summer of 2013.
Well, we were at a huge event, 500 teams. We're looking at a lot of kids, and AC Reed was one of the kids we were looking, and we heard about this kid who had a great game, and we went to go see him. He ended up having about 35, 37 points, but the biggest thing was his character.
I saw Coach Layer and Coach Mance, and I just was like, Lord, I want to go to Liberty. If this is where you want me to be, I need you to help me play well. I need you to help me get their attention because what I've been doing hasn't been working. And so, like you said, I think it was like 35 or something like that, and just played really well. And then from then on, I got their attention. But really, it was just God saying, all right, you've done your part, let me do mine.
Calvin accepted a preferred walk-on spot on the Liberty roster and competes mainly on the scout team that prepares the Flames rotation for the upcoming games.
He's a terrific young man. He's a really good player, and I think his energy and his team, his great spirit as a teammate probably define him as a person who really contributes to everything we do.
Calvin's one of those guys that you love to be around on and off the floor. I mean, he's the type of guy that'll get in your face if you're doing something wrong on and off the floor, but I mean, he's the best encourager we got. So it's a lot of fun to have Calvin around.
Hoffman's path to Liberty pales in comparison to his life growing up around his family's commercial salmon fishing business in Alaska.
I've been fishing for my entire life. I mean, I think less than a year the first time I was out there. And, you know, just from the time I was about 13, I remember my dad, he said, I'll pay you $1,000 if you go down and work on the beach every time that we go down there. So for me as a 13-year-old, I was like, $1,000. And so I was out there in the middle of the night, in the middle of the day, whenever they were down there, I was down there. I wasn't doing much, but I was down there.
Calvin has appeared in 12 of the Flames' 21 games and made his first career basket against North Florida back in November at the Cancun Challenge. For Game On, I'm Alan York.